So far, we specifically addressed children, parents, youth leaders, teachers, parents of confirmants, and young adults. However, the entire congregation falls under the Faith Ark umbrella, so I encourage members of all ages to please talk with your rector and/or shared leadership team to see how you can best support parents, youth, children, and young adults. The old adage still rings true: it takes a village. We all are the church all the time. Additionally, our faith development does not stop when we finish Sunday school or age out of youth small groups. God expects us to be continually learning and transformed. He wants to continually make us new, newer today than we were yesterday. The primary way that we believe He transforms us is in the divine service experience. In the divine service, we experience the fullness of word, sacrament, worship, and community, all intersecting. Apostle Paul wrote to the Romans that faith comes by hearing, and hearing by the word of God. To encourage more active listening in the divine service, we're happy to introduce a notes feature in the NAC USA mobile app. With this feature, you can take notes on the Sunday sermon and email them to yourself or a friend. Staying on the topic of divine service, I'd like to now speak to the ordained ministers, specifically those that preach and conduct services. Our message hasn't changed. We preach Christ and His gospel. However, we must continually be striving to improve our preaching. It is our holy duty as servants of God. He has called us for this, and our members long to experience Him through our preaching. Since last summer, we provided additional considerations and sometimes suggested outlines in the Divine Service Guides. I welcome feedback to these considerations, as we want to provide a Divine Service Guide that equips you to hold an effective and impactful sermon for your congregation. Preaching is an important responsibility and one that we must never take lightly. In September of 2019, all the priestly ministries in the United States gathered for a conference, and then just a few months later, the world shut down for an extended period of time. Dear priests, please refresh yourself with the notes and content from the National Priest Conference. To aid in this, we've created summary documents on the various sessions from the conference, which are available on Minister Companion. We must keep our preaching sharp and fresh. Dear deacons, it is important to me that you also have the opportunity for a conference, not only to learn, but also to share in a true fellowship and camaraderie with other deacons from around the country. After a few postponements due to the pandemic, the National Deacon Conference is now scheduled. Please be on the lookout for your invitations with additional information by the end of this year. Now, again to all members, in addition to the divine service experience, I'd like to remind you of a number of tools that have been made available to help you in your faith development. Our NAC USA mobile app has been downloaded over 16,000 times, and since its introduction in 2014, content on the app has been viewed more than 2.3 million times. If you haven't already, please download the app and explore the various resources there. Included amongst those resources are the 4-Year Journey Table Talks. These are short 5 to 7 minute videos discussing a topic of faith. We've taken a quick break from 4-Year Journeys in recent months, but we'll resume our monthly rhythm with a new season of episodes starting in September. 4-Year Journey is also available as a podcast in most podcasting platforms. A lot of resources mentioned in this video are available on NDI and are available without a login. NDI will continue to evolve in the coming months to centralize the teaching material of the church. Additionally, our national website is in the process of being updated and streamlined for those seeking information about our church. This new national website will launch at the beginning of September. As summer ends and schedules are perhaps normalizing, I encourage you to join or start a small group. Small group discussion is not just a nice extra thing to do. The apostles and I feel that it is a vital component of our development in preparing for the return of Jesus. The discovery and growth that happens in these conversations deepen our love to Christ and one another, as well as provide pastoral care to all involved. On NDI and in the mobile app, we have training to help equip small group facilitators and participants. Most of the small group content is also available in a new Apple TV app, which becomes just another way to access the small group material. Please listen to the following testimonial from Tom Dobmeyer. He shares his experience and how being part of a small group has helped him grow in his faith.
I believe it's become much richer. We've gone much deeper in these programs with small group. I believe the material is excellent, well prepared, educational, informative, exciting, and it's made, I've been to Apostolic all my life, and I've come a long ways in the last 3-4 years with small group. I understand better the plan of salvation. I understand better many of the topics we talk about, the Lord's Prayer, we talk about our creed, and we've gone so much deeper into that through small group. Very impactful, and we've had gatherings where brothers and sisters actually come to tears in talking about an experience in their lives and in their relationship with Christ. So for me, it's been a rich experience. I can't speak highly enough about small group members that have been members for 30, 40 years, and they certainly don't feel that any of this is redundant. I mean, they all comment on, I never heard that before. I never understood it that way before. It's really been a breath of fresh air, we could say. I think some that were a little reluctant, they began to get very comfortable. I mean, we're together with brothers and sisters that we all share the same hope and expectation, and we've all come a long way in our life of faith. And so we try to be sure that I don't think there's anybody there to judge another brother or sister to say, oh, that was a foolish thing to say.